Senator for the great state of West Virginia, Jim Justice. Senator, thank you for taking time. I appreciate you being here. I want to get sort of your view because, you know, it's as the Wall Street Journal writes today, a law professor, she says, you know, all of this slew of injunctions against President Trump's agenda is leading to cynicism amongst American people towards the court, towards the rule of law, because they perceive them as politically motivated. And in many cases, they certainly appear to be just that. Do you believe that we need something needs to be done, whether it's at the congressional level or at the Supreme Court high level, to sort of address this?
Well, there's no question we've got to do something, because to say that they're politically motivated is the understatement of all time. You know, it is preposterous what's going on. I mean, these judges, are exceeding their powers beyond belief. And literally could hamper a president that we elected overwhelmingly. The people spoke. Absolutely, he's a leader. He's a great personal friend of mine. I'll stand by him, through thick and thin. But with all that being said, just think of this. What are we going to do? Are we going to get to the point in time where we have some attack or some terrible situation that is happening upon America, and our president has got to call these judges, these out-of-control judges, to get permission? I mean, it is the absolute most silliest thing in the world, but it is hampering the leadership of who we elected, and that's completely wrong.
Well, to your point, Senator, and we were just showing on the screen, that was Judge Boasberg, who blocked and has temporarily successfully halted those deportation flights of criminal aliens, many of them violent TDA gang members that we saw sent to El Salvador under the Alien Enemies Act. That's now on a fast track to the Supreme Court, who could, as the Trump administration is requesting, allow those flights to resume. But that's essentially the American people overwhelmingly voted because they want criminal, violent aliens like just those gang members sent out of here. Do you believe that these judges are having some success in really stunting the president's agenda?
Well, there's no question they're having some success, but we got to stop it. I mean, that's all there is to it. Now, now just think about this. You may say temporarily halted. What if a bad thing happens tonight to your family because of one of these criminals that's in our country that should never be here? What happens if it's your family and or it's my family? I mean, for crying out loud, it is absolutely preposterous what's going on. And we got to do something. We got to do something right now. It's great that it's going to the Supreme Court, but that's taking time. And really and truly, again, what if it's happening to your family or my family today? It is happening to one,
It's a great point. And we were just at the end of the last hour talking about Rachel Morin, raped and murdered by an illegal alien from El Salvador. Let me quickly shift gears with you before I run out of time, Senator, and ask you about the effort here to get one big bill, budget, tax cuts, all this. There seems to be some hand-wringing over just how deep cuts go in spending cuts. And, of course, the importance by many Republicans saying they need to make sure tax cuts are in there. Where do you see things standing?
Well, all I can say is just this, and I've spoken out several times and just said exactly just this. In West Virginia, what did we do? I mean, and I'm not being braggadocious in any way, but when I walked in the door, West Virginia was so bankrupt it was off the chart. We cut waste. We absolutely did that. We absolutely maintained a flat budget. From that, we cut taxes 26 different times. All of a sudden, we took off and started growing like crazy. And absolutely, what this country has the opportunity to grow in every single day is energy, energy, energy. It is the do-all to every one of our problems, whether it be inflation or it be just any product on the shelf, it be, our defense. Energy is the answer, the do-all, and everything. And so absolutely, the only other thing I would add is I'm a business guy. I'm not a politician. I have never seen a situation where you could purely cut your way out of a mess. Now, we have got to get control of the waste. And absolutely, I salute Elon Musk and what he's doing, absolutely through and through. But with all that said, at the end of the day, we're going to have to grow. And this country is set up to grow, and President Trump's ready to lead us.
And finally, Senator, you know, I've been in this town for more than 30 years, and I have never seen it as so bitterly divided along partisan lines as we see it today. And yet there is an unlikely hero, possibly in our midst, who this week may be finding a way with her 4 paws to bridge that gap successfully. No one's been able to do it. Explain, Senator.
No, I tell you, I try to bring Babydog with me about once a week, and this is senators from both sides of the aisle. You know, this was totally unsolicited and everything. They knew she was there and everything. They came out. They wanted to pet her and get a picture with her and smile and everything. Literally, you know, what she does is one thing. She humanizes us. And for crying out loud, we should all understand and be respectful of one another and absolutely be humanized. We're just people. We shouldn't be put up on a pedestal and act like we're too hotty-toddy for everybody. I don't believe in that. And she brought a lot of humor and good stuff that day.
Well, kudos to Babydog Justice, who delivered some common sense in Washington, and it took a canine to do it when humans couldn't do it themselves. Senator Justice, thank you for taking time. Have a great weekend.
No, you guys too. Thank you for all you do. Thank you.
All right.